Women are just more emotional.
Yeah.
True. Yes.
Like women are more likely to wage war.
what?
What? Wait, what? Yo, that's pretty funny, dude. Wait, hold up.
Basically, the more partners a woman has, the less likely she is to have a happy
Oh, yeah. I remember her. She's crazy.
outside of marriage, because the bond is so strong for women during sex. We release a hormone during that men don't.
What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate?
I think he speaks a lot of truth, and a lot of women don't want to hear it. Oh, if you sleep around, that is not attractive to guys. They don't want you to know that you age out of the dating marketplace.
Listen. We all gotta compete in the dating market, okay? That's all I needed to see. I see this and I recognize what's going on, okay? Listen, she just needed to find an avenue for herself, okay? She needed to find an avenue for herself, okay? That's it. Don't say it. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying she needed to find an avenue, a niche, because that way she would be more, she thought, foolishly perhaps, that she would be more appealing, okay?
To guys. They don't want you to know that you age out of the dating marketplace.
She's playing pick me because she wants to be picked. That's what it is. At first I thought it was a content play, and then I realized maybe there was some genuine reasons as to why it started off and then moved into the content play for her. Please explain pick me. Pick me is the type of person that will look at a marginalized identity, usually from that same marginalized background, who will then subscribe to all of the worst stereotypes and will routinely reinforce that. Candace Owens is a great example.
White supremacy and white nationalism is not a problem that is harming Black America. Let's start talking about God and religion and shrinking government. Many people should feel ashamed for what we have done and what Congress has turned into. It's embarrassing.
Candace Owens is a pick me for white supremacy.
They banned account number 3, but you can't get rid of me, baby. You can't get rid of me, baby. Account number 4. Account number 4.
The reason that I think feminism is a hate group is because oftentimes the things that they advocate for are at the cost of men.
And to everyone calling me a pick-me, I'd rather be a pick-me than a skip-me. So yeah, if you want to call me a pick-me, call me a pick-me. Bye.
Well, that ends the video, I think. 2 minutes in. She's already admitted it. There you go. The thing about pick-me's, the reason why it's really stupid, okay, is that you're going after a market. It's like Kanye West looking at white supremacists as a robust marketplace, okay? No, those people don't think you're a human, okay? When you behave this way and your active audience is misogynist, they still don't think you're a person. They just care about you as far as they can objectify you. They care about you as far as they can use you as a weapon, okay? They will just point to you and go, hey, look at that. Here's a girl who's saying the same shit, you know what I mean, that I'm saying. That's it.
We do need men, though. We do.
We don't need them.
We do. Who do you call to get your car fixed? A man or a woman?
So I fix my own. I can do. I'm motor mechanics.
Your power supply. Who runs it? Who runs the infrastructure of society? Men or women?
What the kind of dumb, bro? Why do people do this? Why are they like this? Why is it the Andrew Tatean style of commentary just unironically revolves around just simply throwing out a statement that is incredibly easily dismissible or very quickly explainable that only hinges on the other side going, oh yeah, you're right. If my personal experiences resemble a reality, okay, yours should probably too, and if it doesn't, you're It's the classic Andrew Tate rhetoric where he was like, you've never seen a Chinese person work for someone who's not Chinese. And then the other guy goes, no, that's not true. And you're owned. At that point, you're owned. You know what I mean? I'm straight up talking about the overwhelming amount of evidence that suggests that women are more careful drivers than men, okay? And therefore better drivers than men.
Personal experiences, all of the car crashes I've been involved in, all the times my car was hit, and all the negative experience I've had on the road, women were at fault. I'm saying that I am not comfortable with women driving because of my personal experience. Those are my personal experiences. You can drag up all the empirical evidence in the world you want to try and drag up.
You are creating now a hypothetical scenario in which you want your opponent to concede. We will never be able to arrive at a meaningful solution or a resolution to this conversation if we're both operating on personal anecdotes and hypotheticals.
You believe what you're told to believe. You don't believe your own eyes. You don't believe your own years, and that's what you're going to sit here and talk about empirical evidence that you found on Google. Cool. If you believe everything that's on Google, that is your prerogative, my friend. And if you think that makes you sound smart in the modern world to say that I read a piece of paper that tells me to believe X, so I believe X, and I ignore my own personal experiences, and you think
I'm
that
not
makes you
asking you to ignore your own personal experiences. I'm simply asking you to look at the data. Andrew, do you believe the Earth is flat or round, spherical, globe?
Round.
You believe it's round, right? But when you walk outside, it feels like it's flat.
Brother, and I
It looks flat, it feels flat, but you believe it's round. Why do you believe the Earth is round?
Because I have personal experience that would prove to me that the Earth is.
Oh, you have personal experience. What happened? Did you go up to the moon? Is that how you figured it out?
Actually, I flew up into space and I looked down on Earth. And I saw a big
That's
circle.
crazy. Okay, you don't have to. Hey, listen, you don't have to concede on that point. But I think you and I both understand the importance of scientific, the importance of empirical evidence in that one, right? Or you know,
all our fun.
science. She went, who do you go after? A woman or a man? When she's fixing your car, she goes, I fix my own car. I'm a woman. Boom. Own. So now you have to just like draw on who runs the infrastructure? Who's doing the infrastructure control? The men, right? It's like when your one anecdote doesn't work because it's so easily dismissible by someone else's anecdote, then you have to rely on additional anecdotes by moving the goalposts.
Who runs the infrastructure of...
You get dumbass takes like her response when you start with dumb premises like men shouldn't exist. Okay, but like that's idiotic. And also no one, like who the is like, yeah, man, that's sick. No, radlibs, after like one gender studies course, when they're 18 years old and in college for the first time, maybe say that for like 3.5 minutes. And then they realize like, no, they want to men too, okay? So it's not a thing. That's not a realistic thing, okay? Calm down. Even if it's a trauma response, it's like, it's still a silly statement that no one takes seriously, okay? Literally, if you're a woman spreading misogyny, why would I listen to you? Like, shut up and make me a sandwich, practice what you preach. I mean, I've said this before, people get on my shit for that.
Women have lost touch with our natural loving instincts and birth rates are plummeting.
What are you doing about it, huh? Why are you on TikTok? Go back to the kitchen right now. Why are you on TikTok? Go churn some butter with the rest of the Amish, okay? Why are you on TikTok? I despise trad femmes on TikTok. Bro, why are you on TikTok? Do you understand what is going on this platform? Why are you on TikTok? Like, you can't advocate for this lifestyle while simultaneously being like, but I'm not doing it. The irony there, of course, is that like men don't actually listen to these people, like, because they don't think that she's a person. They think that she is a tool. Okay.
Name one girl that looks good at 300 pounds. Name
I don't know
one.
what 300 pounds is.
Do you think you want to keep them fat so you don't have to compete with them?
Ooh.
Lucky for you. Lucky for you. There's a lot of girls plumping themselves up right now. I'm motivating them to get on the treadmill. Look at it.
If you love someone, you tell them the truth.
I'm going to be talking about whale attack part 2 for talking about whales. And you're still a whale. Like, I can't.
See, here's the thing. When you like shit on women and reinforce, okay, this is additionally hilarious coming from her, because when you shit on women and reinforce the objectification of women, you open yourself up to a lot of that same exact criticism, because this is the same turf strategy. Turfs love talking about like the beauty standard for women and how like trans women aren't women, but like, you know, you see it. You see the turf conferences when they get together. These are turfs. These are lesbian turfs. I think the only kind of beauty pageant that they should allow is the turf beauty pageant, specifically so that we can see how rotten they are both on the inside and out. Okay, that's what happens when you build a entire brand of just hating trans people. Okay, you just become this. What are you doing? You would live in a safer world if you just let go of this like weird standard that you yourself do not fit in, okay? You know, it's crazy. It's like Ben Shapiro being like, well, there's rigid male body standards, actually. Everyone fits by them, except for me, Ben Shapiro. Last time I tried to draw a beard on my face, it failed spectacularly.
I think if a woman cheats, she's trying to leave you. If a man cheats,
yes.
he's just like, it's like a handshake.
Yeah. You can absolutely sleep with a woman who you may find very attractive and very sexy and everything else, but your heart is still completely with another woman.
I'll explain to you like this.
Women are just more emotional.
Yeah. True, yes.
Like women are more likely to wage war.
Do what?
What? Wait, what? Yo, that's pretty funny, dude. Wait, hold up. Like, the inverse of this argument is really stupid when people say like, if women were leading the world, there would be no wars. Like, I love that because it's such a dumb thing to say when Hillary Clinton exists, right? Or, you know, the Queen of England. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or man. There's also not a lot of evidence in comparison to, because we live in a patriarchal society, in comparison to like, you know, how many men have waged wars historically. So it's somehow even dumber than that other argument. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. They just be like, yeah, women would, if they were in charge, they would do more wars. That's silly.
Like percentage wise, like I know more men have because more men have been in power, but women are actually more likely to do it when they're in power. I feel like a lot of problems would be solved if we got rid of birth control and social media.
What do you think?
Like that's the whole point is like, like men, when they make a bad decision, they always have a consequence. Women don't. And that's why women are worse, because one gender has consequences, one doesn't.
And that's why women are worse.
Other guys face consequences for their
Listen, bro, if your audience has never actually seen a woman and the last time they ever interacted with a woman was their mom, then they're going to believe whatever kind of psychotic shit you have to say about women. That's why this grift is so easy for so many people. It's literally dudes who have never gotten pussy half the time talking about how to get pussy to dudes who are never gonna get pussy. Okay, I'm using some spicy language here, but it's the truth. That's the reason why it's so successful.
I said, name one girl that looks good at 300 pounds. On TikTok, a clip was taken of me. It was a bit out of context. You know, sometimes maybe I make fun of them a little. I don't really mind being made fun of. I feel like it's part of the game. I feel like okay.
I mean, I don't know about 300-pound women looking good. There are plenty of thick mommies out there, but I don't know how much she weighs, but she still ain't looking good. You know what I mean? So clearly it's not just the weight. Okay. I'm just saying, dude, listen, don't do it. Don't do it. Whatever pound you are right now, clearly there's more to it than how much you weigh. Okay.